back to the Scotch Whisky Tour.
We're here at the Scotch Whisky Experience. Last time we were here, we didn't really get to properly enjoy it because Matthew had an experience where he didn't love whiskey for a little while. And so we're really excited to be back and to take the tour again and really get to enjoy it this time.
Look at the Game of Thrones White Walker by Johnny Walker.
That's brilliant.
We've been seeing so much Game of Thrones and Outlanders merch.
Final thoughts?
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
We just finished up the tour and we have our, we did the gold tour, so we get at the end, along with the one we got in the tour, we get to try 4 different samples, each from each of the different regions of single malt growing areas, which we learned about in the tour, which was much nicer than last time.
Yeah, they really
had
changed it a lot.
A whole video presentation. They had kind of an interactive, they had these bottles that were kind of lit up and they showed the water coming in, and not water, but
yeah, they had like a whole like hologram presentation.
Yeah.
It was so cool. And then we got to taste whiskey in the biggest whiskey library in the world. And
yeah,
so
which we
we'll
have
drop a
some,
video in.
we have some pictures and a little bit of video.
Yeah.
They said there's no right way to drink whiskey, but there's some things that you can note to use all of your senses. So one, you hold it up, you can see that color that we talked about, which tells you some of how old it is and a little bit of how it was aged, a kind of cask. And then you can swirl it, kind of like a wine. You can see the legs. And they said that kind of tells you it's not really a quality thing, but you can kind of see a thicker versus a lighter, airy, fruity.
It's like mouthfeel.
Yeah. And then you sniff, and they said to leave your mouth open a little bit to open up your palate, and you can get a better scent. And then, of course, you take a sip. I'm going to give a little demo while we're here.
Because why not?
We have all these samples with us. Because I will definitely forget most of what she said very quickly. But we have 4 samples. We have a lowland, a highland, a Speyside, and an Islay. So we don't have a Campbelltown.
I actually do have a Campbelltown.
You do.
We have a Campbelltown.
Was that from in the tour?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, okay. And Sorsha had picked a Campbelltown, luckily. So they started us, the map of Scotland here. They started us with the lowland, which this one, these are all about 10 years. Actually, I don't see an age on the lowland. This one's pretty light.
Maybe compare it to the lowland.
This one.
Hold them both up.
This one's an older one, so it's 12 years. And we've got a much lighter one here. And they said a lot of the color comes with age, but some of it comes from American versus British barrels. Yeah, so the lowland, the highland, the Speyside, which I thought That's the one I picked in the tour because it smelled so nice on here. It had this really nice pear flavor. But this one was actually quite intense, and mine versus Sorsh's was a lot more intense, in my opinion. And this is one of the sharper ones here, so I don't know. So they said the ambery, the more caramely gold is American whiskey barrels, and the more like red
are European.
Are the British casks.
Well, they might also be European. Like they use sherry casks and old wine casks too.
These are all single malts.
We're not sure why. It's interesting the way everybody's palate works, because I think different people, obviously everybody has different taste. So I was surprised by the ones that I liked versus the ones that I was not as keen on, and they weren't the ones that I thought I would like when we were doing the tasting. One of the things that I find really interesting is that like they said, there's no correct way to taste whiskey. I actually find that adding a little bit of water to it, I enjoy them more. I'm kind of a wimp, and so the hard hit from that smoky flavor really is hard on my mouth and my palate, and I can't get past the feeling of burning to get to the enjoyment bit. So once I added a little water to each of these, I was able to really, it like opened up the flavors for me, because I was able to get past the alcohol burn and really taste like the regions that they're from. So it's really cool. They didn't tell us that last time. No. Last time they didn't do that, and they've actually improved this, I think, a lot from the last time we were in Scotland. So I can't recommend this experience enough. I mean, it's been so fun.
What's your favorite one?
My favorite one is actually the Isle of Islay, which is this guy. You look at that color there. It's really dark. It has this really nice smoky flavor that when I smelled it on the sniff card that they gave us during the tour, I didn't like it. But when I taste it, it's delightful. It really is. I can't believe how much I like it.
And my favorite was the Highlands, which we had a Edinburgh 10-year from the Highlands region.
And also, if you have celiac disease, something you should know is that the gluten's all distilled out of whiskey by the time it gets to the place where you can drink it. So you can have whiskey as it's less than 22 parts per million gluten, and it totally passes the gluten-free test. So if you have celiac disease, you don't have to abstain from this alcoholic beverage. You can enjoy it. It was really cool. I think that if you're in Scotland, in Edinburgh, and you even remotely are interested in learning about whiskey, the Scotch Whisky Experience is 100% worth the money, and I would go for the gold tour at a minimum.
Slàinte mhath.
After leaving the Scotch Whisky Experience, we headed down Castle Hill to see more of the Fringe Festival. Also, Matt got to hold an owl. It was pretty exciting. So this is officially attempt 3. We forgot to turn the mic on, and we were filming with the phone, and there's been a few things. A lot of background noise, but guys, so we stopped because we really want to see this show. And we were talking to the people who were standing around the sign for this show, and then the other people who have shows saw us talking to those people, so they've all brought us flyers. This one looks exciting. This one looks very exciting. So many flyers, but it's a ton. I feel like a bad environmentalist. But also, there's so much great theater at Fringe Festival. Everybody should do this once, at least once in their life. It is so fun. We just saw the Hitman and Her, the Hitman and She, Hitman with Her. It was a great show, totally worth seeing. We had a great time, and we tried some whiskey, and now we're gonna go see some more shows. So peace out. Please get a shot of that. Hello.
you doing?
Oh, we're just filming for our YouTube channel.
All right, okay.
Sorcha and Matt's Grand Adventure.
Okay, what are you doing a show?
Well, right now we are, oh, not here. This is just, we've been traveling around for about a month. We're going to be traveling around until we're bored.
All right, okay.
And we're filming it so that people on the internet can watch us.
Yay!
Yeah, it's very exciting.
Come and see the show. Look, Buzz and Buddies.
Oh, okay.
An evening with Buzz and Buddies.
That sounds super fun.
Really good.
Are you in it?
Yes, this is me.
That's you. Oh my gosh, you didn't even recognize
That gives it away, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, it was, you know, I should have guessed. I'm loving this. This is fabulous.
Yeah. And we sing, so we sing in female voices.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
We kind of go.
I quite like this as well. This is
well, I'm a unicorn today as well, you know, princess unicorn. It works for me.
It really does. It works wonderfully. And you look lovely as well.
Yeah, she's the miserable one. I wouldn't talk to her.
We'll check it out. Bye guys. Have a great
See you later. Okay.
I love Fringe Festival. After saying goodbye to the bosom buddies, we headed towards Pleasance Courtyard, which Matt didn't tell me was up a huge hill.
Hey, Google doesn't give you elevation. I didn't know.
We're in the Pleasance Courtyard. There's food, there's booze, and there's neon lights, and there's shows. There's like a bunch of these pop-ups all over the city, and this one was up quite a steep hill, but it was worth the climb. Definitely check it out if you're at Fringe. We had a lot of fun at Fringe Festival making this video. If you liked it too, hit the like button, the subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and drop a comment below telling us what you think we should do next. Thanks for watching.